and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since, and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Okay, welcome along. We are doing the Resolution Run, and we're off in 2 minutes' time. I'm doing it nice and steady because we're going to have a look at all the runners and riders today. So it's not a race for me. I'm going to enjoy this and just flick through lots of people. So it should be fun, hopefully. Let's hope my treadmill is working. I can't see myself at the moment, so I don't know whether I am actually moving. Yes, I think I'm moving. Am I moving? Which is me? It's hard to tell who's who. I think that there we are. There's me. I am moving. Okay, good. Right. Hello, Thierry. Hello, Sense Studio. Hello, Clive Finnemore. We are off and running shortly. I'll need to open the doors actually. Let's get Facebook set up. Good morning, Angela. Hello to you. Oh, come on, football. So I'm going to go at a steady 10 kph, and we'll see if we can check out the leaders. Oh, I'm not moving. I'm not. Is that me or is it not me? No, I am moving. I am moving. I'm fairly certain I'm moving. Hello, Salim. Salim Adrian is running. Karen Ardilio is running. Hello, Karen. Pascal is running, inventor of the Run-Klein app. Hi, Pascal. Right, 16 seconds to go. Oh, no. And away we go. Marcus Holmes is taking this nice and easy. Good for him. So it's an 8k race. We have 300 or so people running this event, which is pretty amazing. And we will have a look at the front to see who's up there. I haven't got my cap on. I normally wear a cap, don't I? Why have I not got my cap on? So there's a bit of a lead in before we actually get to the start of the run. Oh, I've just not started my watch, have I? That's annoying. Right, 20 seconds difference. Although we haven't actually started the 10k either, have we? Technically, or the 8k. Oh, we'll just have to see how we go. I'm going to do 10k this afternoon. So 255 runners have started this run, which is pretty amazing. Yeah, Zen Studio, no cap, but 2 watches. I know. So I'm recording on Zwift. I'm recording on a watch on my left hand, a watch on my right hand, and also recording on the Stride app as well. Which is so 4 different results I'll have at the end of today. All of them will be different distances. All of them will be different times. But you know, that's the nature of virtual running. Debbie is going for the win. Debbie Colville. She's currently 148th, so she's got a little way to make up. But we are now off and running officially. So you see the timer. Interesting that we started. Well, there was hardly any start. Was there hardly any lead in? Right, so shall we go up the front and have a look who's up the front there? Let me just get my my Zwift companion app opened up. And let's turn the camera. I don't quite trust it yet, but shall I leave the camera angles on or shall we turn them off? Just for safety, I'll turn the camera angles off while I go looking at everyone. Okay, so let's move towards the front and see who we've got leading the race today. There are quite a few of these resolution runs going on. I am not racing, as you can probably tell. I'm having a cruise. Gosh, there are so many people running, aren't there? Look how many there are. 15. Leo Loughran. Right, Leo Loughran is only in 9th position. Paul Doyle is in 3rd. So we've got Lona from USA running at 3:21 per kilometre. So he's going about 18 kilometres an hour. 17.6, there you go, 17.5 kilometres an hour. Right, he's obviously wearing a foot pod which is fluctuating, but around 17.5 to 18 kilometres an hour he's going at the moment in the lead. That's Kay Lohner from the USA. Heart rate of 152. Debbie is in disagreement with Paul about going for the win. Apparently she says she doesn't think so. Well, you know, you've got 7k to make up, so just start running now and you might catch him. But this is our lead runner at the moment. He's done 1.3 kilometres so far. Let's see where he is. There he is. Okay, so this is Kevin. This is Kevin Lohner. Unfortunately, he has a private profile. So it's really annoying when people make their profile private, because it then brings you then question what they're doing. But he does have heart rate and he does have cadence, and both of them look about right. So he is a male from the United States. We don't know his age or how tall he is or how many miles he's run on Zwift, but his heart rate looks about right for he's only in the first mile, and his cadence looks decent as well. So we give him the benefit of the doubt. And he is just 1 mile in now, 1.6 kilometres in. Angela, yes, I do like New York. New York is one of my favourite routes. And this is kind of an imaginary version of a futuristic New York. Leo Loughran is trying to push forward. He's now up to 4th, now 3rd. We've got Simon Davies in 2nd from the UK. So well done to Simon. He is running at 17 kilometres an hour. Heart rate of 143. Steps per minute looks good. So he's firing on all cylinders into the 2nd kilometre and into the 2nd mile of the Resolution Run on New Year's Eve 2020. Hello Wanda Archer, how are you? So we're on the Sky Roads in New York, and here's Leo Loughran in 3rd place, but catching up. He's doing 17.8 kilometres per hour. Heart rate is nearly at 160, and his cadence is, as we know with Leo, he's got a very short stride and therefore a fast cadence, up to 192 now, as he tries to catch up with Simon Davies in 2nd place. Lohner is going at 3:30 per kilometre. Leo Loughran is going at 3:20 per kilometre. So Lohner is going to have to speed up if he wants to keep Leo off his back. Mr. Sootham, hello. Yeah, hats on. Vallejo from France is in 4th position. He's running at 3:32 per kilometre into his 3rd kilometre now. This is an 8k race. We don't have a heart rate for Vallejo, but we have cadence of 168. And there's a little group of runners just behind him. Now we've got Bacchi from Italy in 5th, and Paul Doyle from Ireland in 6th. So they're battling it out for 4th, 5th and 6th at the moment. Leo Loughran is just pulling ahead by about 10 seconds. He is right up with Simon Davies now in 2nd place. Stephen Smith, hello to you, buddy. Hope you're well. I'm just taking it easy today, not racing, just relaxing, and I'm going to show you some of the runners today winning the race, and then we'll look at as many other runners as we can as we make our way through this Resolution Run New Year's Eve 2020. So tomorrow we'll be into a brand new year, unfortunately not yet free of the blight of 2020. Still have a few months to go to get out of it. Hopefully though, maybe by Easter time or the start of the summer, people will have all had the COVID vaccine and we'll all be getting back to normal, fingers crossed. Marcus Holmes says he's toast already.
I'm toast.
So, Leo Loughran is now into second place with Simon Davies right on his tail. And Lona still in first, way ahead, pushing it hard. Heart rate of 151, steps per minute 179. Leo's heart rate is 160, so just a bit of a higher heart rate than Kevin in the lead. And Simon Davies' heart rate is 157, so they're all there or thereabouts, kind of middle of zone 4. So we're in heart rate terms, when we're looking at heart rate zones, this is your threshold zone. This is when you're working hard, but you're not completely all out. So both Kevin Lona, Leo Loughran and Simon Davies are all around about that 150, 160 mark. Marcus Holmes says he needs a cheese toastie. Not now. I think you'll be sick if you eat one now, Marcus. Marcus is the current world record holder for distance on Zwift. He has run more miles than anyone else on Zwift. So there's Bacchi in 4th position for Italy, and Vallejo from France in 5th position. Paul Doyle now in 6th place, but right behind Vallejo. Heart rate of 145 for Paul Doyle, so he's doing okay. 3 kilometres done now for the leaders. So they have 5 left to go, just a hard 5k to run. D Ward is in 7th. No heart rate, low cadence, 162. Little bit questionable, but we have seen people running that quick with such a low cadence, but not entirely sure. Rob Davis said he hit 190 BPM on this morning's race. Jeff Partridge says he's doing a steady zone 2. Today, yeah, same as me, I'm doing steady zone 2 as well. So that's Ward. Here's MG from Sweden. Not far behind Ward, pushing for between 8th and 7th place. And here's T Rhodes. 3.2 kilometres done for Rhodes, 167 BPM, and currently 184, 185 cadence. So pushing hard as well. So that's what we want to see at this stage of a race like this. If you are, anywhere between 25 years old and 50 odd years old, and average height, you should be doing, if you're running at this pace, your heart rate should be now around about the middle to top of zone 4, and your cadence should be around about 180. That's what we're looking for. If your cadence is 160, we're gonna ask some questions. Are you very tall with a very long stride length to be doing this kind of speed with that slower cadence? And if your heart rate is much lower or much higher, if it's much higher, then you're working very, very hard too early in the race. And if it's lower, you're not working hard enough. And again, we're going to ask questions. So Jenny T is our first lady. 10th place overall, first lady. Heart rate 165. Steps per minute, 181. Looks about right. Obviously, she's not got her heart rate zone set correctly because it's green, but that doesn't matter. We're looking at a heart rate of 165, which is about right. Females tend to be slightly different to males, obviously, but 165 looks about right for Jenny T from the UK, running at 16 kilometres an hour. Let's have a look at her. See if her profile is open to the public. See if we can find her. There she is. Okay, so this is Jenny. We don't have her age. 168 centimetres tall. She's run 3,000 kilometres on Zwift. Sorry, no, she's cycled 3,000 kilometres. She's run 1,155 kilometres. She's a level 19 runner from the UK, and she's got a profile picture of her with skis on and a ski mask. So she obviously enjoys her winter sports as well, and she is leading the ZRS Resolution Run at the moment. Yes, Jeff Partridge just reminding us that in the UK here, the biggest winter ultra of the year has been cancelled. Arc of Attrition here in the UK was cancelled as of yesterday. So no 100-mile race down in Cornwall for anyone in January next year. So in 11th place we have Vandrish from Canada. Then down in 12th place, still running under 4 minutes per kilometre, is a Smith from Canada as well, wearing the New Year hat, G Smith. Heart rate of 161, cadence 185. We know he's good. All good to go with a heart rate like that and a cadence like that. Steve Marie from Canada as well. So 3 Canadians all in a row there. 13th position. No heart rate. Cadence looks a little bit slow, but oh no, there we go. Look, maybe we've got some dodgy readings going on there. Because that's back up. That's all over the place, isn't it? That cadence. I don't know what's going on there. Moreno. Now, I'm going to be challenged on this flag. Is it Romania? Is it Colombia? Yellow, blue and red stripes. Colombia? Not sure. Apologies. I'm sure I'll find out sooner or later. Somebody's going to tell me. Jeff Partridge is starting a virtual spine race tomorrow though. Wow. Hello, Remy. Nice to have you with us, Remy. Okay, Heisenbroek from Belgium in 15th position. We are still on the Sky Roads, well above Central Park in New York. No heart rate for Heisenbroek. D. Alfred from Canada, heart rate of 167. Look at those steps per minute though, 200. That is a short stride length. Very fast steps per minute, running at 4 minutes per kilometre, just over. Mullen from Scotland is in 17th position, with Timber from Norway just behind. So Mullen and Timber fighting it out for 18th and 17th positions. Well done to you guys. Oh, could be Venezuela, Stephen. Yes, you're right. Could be Venezuela, that flag. Yellow, blue and red. Moreno, Venezuela sounds like a good shout. Flaninger from Germany in 19th position. We've still only had one lady. Salim, hello Salim. Salim is in 20th position. Salim Adrian from France. 4.3 kilometres in. Hello, buddy. Heart rate of 155 for Salim, running at 16 kilometers an hour, and a good cadence as well, 189. Yay! So well done, Salim, in 20th. So 21st is Nelson. This is our second lady. Hello to Nelson. She's at 4.4 kilometers, running at 14.5 kilometers per hour. Heart rate is 179. Steps is also 179, 178. So heart rate matching cadence there. Yes, so women are probably likely to have slightly higher heart rates. And also it depends on your age, of course, as well. But let's have a look at her first name, see if she's got a public profile. Rob Harrison says he thinks that flag is Colombia. Right, C. Nelson. Private profile, unfortunately. No more information given there. So we don't know her age. We don't know her height, her weight, how many miles she's done on Zwift, unfortunately. Never mind. So that's 21st position. Bonfanti from Italy. Wow, look at that heart rate. Was that just a spike then? 186 is still very high. 4.7 kilometers done, 12 kilometers an hour, with a heart rate of 186. That is mad. So that is well into zone 5. I mean, that's higher than my max heart rate. So Bonfanti must be quite young, perhaps. Let's have a look. See if we can get any more information about Bonfanti. No, aged 43, not young at all. Aged 43, height 160 centimetres, so quite short. But that would mean short stride length, but not necessarily high heart rate. He's a relatively new runner on Zwift, level 9, 315 kilometres on Zwift. But at age 43, to be able to sustain a heart rate of 186, that's pretty impressive if that's real. And there's no reason to think it's not real. You can't really fake heart rate, can you? Well, I don't know, does anybody know if you can fake heart rate? I suppose you could put it on somebody else. A dog or something. I know, yeah, I'm thinking that. 186, he's 5 kilometres in and running at 12 kilometres per hour. Aged 43, from Italy, Bonfanti. 24th position in the race. Heart rate of 186. Mind you, it's not moving at all, is it? Interesting. Okay, let's go back up to the front and see what's happening at the front. Oh, we've lost everybody now. What on earth is going on here? We're flying in the sky. Jeff Partridge is flying. Brian Dell is there. Hello, Brian. All right, we've come right to the back now. What's going on here? Let's see if we can get back to the front. This is going to take us a while, isn't it? Sarah Jacobson there in 136th position. Well done, Sarah. So we're slowly going back up to the front again. Sussex Geezer in 100th position. Well done, Sussex Geezer. Chris. And there's Chris Barber as well in the UK. And Thierry Macklin there. And is that Rob Giles just behind in 79th place? Well done to him. Let's keep going forward. Try and get back to the front again. 54th, Alan Jolly there. Alan Jolly in 48th place, Wolfpack. Clive Finnimore. Well done to Clive, he's in 47th position. Marcus Holmes, 42nd position. Taking it easy today, Marcus is. And right, let's slowly get back up there then. So here's Nelson in 20th. We've got Mullen in 17th. Heisenbrook in 14th. Moreno in 11th. Jenny, our lead lady, in 9th position. Okay. 4th is Bacchi from Italy. 3rd is now... Oh no, who's that? Just appeared on the scene. Well, that's weird. 5th place is Paul Doyle. Simon Davies in 3rd. Leo Loughran is in 2nd place. And we can't reach 1st place, he's so far ahead. So Leo Loughran, there we are. So there's Kevin Lohner from the USA. Heart rate is still amazingly low. And he is doing 19 kilometers an hour now with 600 meters to go to the finish. Steps per minute, 173, 175. I would expect it to be more than that, but that's fine. He must be very well trained, quite tall. But he does have a private profile, so we don't know for sure. Tina Beard is late to the party. Rob Harrison says you can fake lots of things in life but not your HR. Angela says, is his heart rate strap on a cat or something? Yeah, that would be the trick. Anthony says quite rightly, if you wear a wrist monitor, sometimes it picks up your cadence instead of your heart rate. That is true. Charia on Twitch says more fast. He wants me to go quicker. I'm not going quicker. I'm commentating today, so I'm not racing. We are just commentating on the lead runners, and our lead runner at the moment is Kevin Lohner from the USA, who is running at just under 19 kilometers an hour, and is managing to stay in zone 4. He's not even breaking a sweat in zone 5. He is not even pushing it as hard as he possibly could at the moment, and that's perfectly possible for a good runner. Remember, Kipchoge from Kenya runs an entire marathon at 21 kilometers an hour. So this is only 8 kilometers an hour. This is only 8 kilometers at 19 kilometers an hour. So for a good runner, this is perfectly possible. And he has finished. Well done to Lohner. Very good running. Amazing work. So he's the winner. Lohner is the winner today, with Leo Loughran coming in second, if we can wait for him to come by. Oh, we're back with the cyclists now. Well, that's no good, is it? Right, back to me then. So I am currently 152nd, having done 4.4 kilometres. We're going at 10 kilometres an hour. I'm going to do one of my nice, easy 10k runs. We've all got our New Year's hats on, as you can see. Well, not all of us. Some of us have got our New Year's hats on. So there's 4.5 kilometres for me. Heart rate of 121-ish. But that is because I am going very easy. If I was racing this, I'd be up in zone 4. Maybe even zone 5. With a heart rate of around 170. But I'm not racing. I'm taking it easy. So let's try and feature some more runners. Let's get back to nearer the front again. There are so many runners today, it's taking forever to get through the field and get to the front again. Where are we now? 61st position, 55th position, 53rd. John Hancock there in 50th. So John Hancock has a heart rate of 157 and currently running at 14 kph. He has 2k to go with Alan Jolly right behind him. Clive Finnimore is in 41st. He's got 2k to go. Little bunch of runners there. Cara Oh, Owen Casey there. There's Owen Casey from Ireland. 6.1 kilometres done, running at 13 kilometres an hour. Milland from Norway and Cara. Oh, I've met my goal. There's my 50 kilometres per week on Zwift goal done, which is good. Okay, now where's our female lady? There she is, female lady. Female. So 45th place for A. Cara. No heart rate, but steps per minute looks good, 181. So well done to her from, is that the Czech Republic? That flag? I think it's the Czech Republic. Keith Yendel from the UK, wearing the New Year hat in 22nd position. Well done to him. Running through the park in New York now. So we've come off the Sky Roads, we're now down onto the road around Central Park. So there's Vallejo in 14th place. He was quite high up early on. He's coming into the finish. He's going to finish in 14th position. And Steve Marie from Canada in 17th. Bonfatti, who now has a heart rate, get this, of 217 again. Now when we first clicked onto him, it was 217, and then it suddenly went down to 186. So maybe we do have a little question mark about this chap. But anyway, we're not going to worry about it too much. Adrian, 14th position. No, sorry, 18th position. 18th position for Salim. And Timber in 16th position. Our second lady, Nelson, is in 20th place with a heart rate of 180. All looks good there. Angela says, all these people make me look like a snail. Oh, bless you, Angela. Look, these people are the top end. There are 255 runners here, Angela. So, you know, somebody's got to finish last, but it probably wouldn't be you. You know, you're probably not going to be last amongst a group of 255 runners doing an 8k race. There will always be somebody slower than you, but there will always be people quicker than you. That's just the way it is in running. Keith Yendel, unless you're Mo Farah or Eliud Kipchoge, of course. So Farimond from the UK, 29th position. Looks like our third lady, I think. So 168 BPM for Farimond. E. Farimond, well done to her. Not Simon Davies. Why do I always say it's Simon Davies? Stephen Davies. Rob Harrison just confirming Stephen Davies. I think was in about third place or something. Stephen, I've been calling you Simon all the way through the run again. I'm so sorry. The Try A from Twitch says Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Leo says he's tired. Leo's given us excuses for finishing in second place. Says he's tired from his 16-miler yesterday. Leo, look, second place was pretty good, mate. Okay, you don't have to make excuses for coming second. It's fine. We'll let you off. Brilliant running, Leo. Well done, buddy. Sometimes you just got to accept that you're beaten by. There are faster runners out there, you know. Sometimes there's a faster runner out there. Brasio from Italy, 33rd. Ben on YouTube says 19.1 kph. My treadmill's max is 16 kph. My treadmill max is out at 20. But there are plenty of treadmills that go faster than that. Yes. Do you know what? So Marcus Holmes says, Stephen, me, would beat Mo Farah at a 200-mile race. I'd like to think I would, yes. Because he simply isn't trained for that kind of distance. But you just don't know, do you? Because, you know, some of these people can just pull it out the bag, can't they? But yes, you'd like to think so. And he says that's the great thing about running, the variety of paces and distances that people do. Lippels is in 39th position. with a heart rate of 166. Well done to you. Alan Jolly in the UK is in 42nd. Cara. I think Cara is the fourth place lady. Perkins from the UK, 50th position. Squires, 51. And ML from the USA, 52nd. Oh, hang on a minute. 60th position. 59th position. What's going on here? Does this mean some people are on the wrong course or something? Because we've got Squires in 51st, but then we've got ML in 59th, it looks like. So where are the 8 people, where are the 7 people in between, is my question. Right, Jonas, what heart rate monitor, except the watch, is compatible with Zwift? Any Bluetooth HR monitor. So chest straps, you used to find that chest straps were only ANT+. Now you can use ANT+ with Zwift if you've got a computer. If you're using a computer with an ANT+ USB stick, then any heart rate monitor will work with Zwift. Any of the old ANT+ heart rate monitor chest straps. But now, most heart rate monitors are also dual broadcast, so they broadcast in ANT+ and in Bluetooth. So you can use any modern chest strap with Zwift running on an iPad or an iPhone or Apple TV, and your computer, your Mac or your PC should be Bluetooth compatible these days. So just get any Bluetooth chest strap. Jeff, no, I haven't actually run 200 miles, so who knows? The furthest I've ever run is 112 miles, I think is the furthest I've ever run in one race. It took me 33 hours. Code on YouTube says, "Hi Stephen, when you were going for a fast 5k on the treadmill, sub 20, what is your warm-up pace duration?" Probably do 2 kilometers at a slow pace with a couple of strides. So I'd probably do 2 very slow kilometers around at this pace, 10 kilometers an hour, and then a couple of fast strides at race pace, maybe a bit quicker than race pace, just to warm the legs up. Quite often, if I'm running on Zwift, I will start out slower as part of my warm-up as well. So I'll start out just below where the race pace that I want to achieve, and then I'll finish by going quicker than the race pace. Pars from Canada is next, 56th place. Oh, look at that! 61st, Lucia. Bevan from the UK, 58th position, Haig. So everyone coming slowly to the finish now, 400 metres to go. There's Marcus Holmes again in 62nd. Oh, Far from England, 63rd. D. Owens from the UK. Kay Bush from the USA. He's in 65th position with a heart rate of 174, cadence 179. Thanks, Gary. Gary says, great setup. Happy 200. Oh, good grief, can't even read. Happy 2021 to you. And stay healthy. Yes, will do. Thank you very much, Gary. Happy New Year to you and Happy New Year to everybody on Zwift watching and taking part. Testros from Germany. Well done to you. He's in 66th. Very low heart rate, 150. He must be taking it easy. Wagner from Germany also. Heart rate of 170, that's more like it. Plummer. Chris Plummer, I think. 69th position, well done to you. Blimey, he's got a really low heart rate, 136, so he must be taking it easy as well. Hedgehog, 156. Alake, 73rd position. Heart rate of 178. Again, he hasn't got his heart rate set, his zones set up correctly, because he's reading yellow zone, but I pretty much guarantee you that is not yellow zone. That's not zone 3 he's in. He's in zone 4 or 5 with a heart rate of 178. Tucker from Canada, 75th, Becca from South Africa, well done to you. Closing in on Tucker. Jeff Partridge says, I haven't done 100 miles, so I need to pull my finger out. You are probably right. Get my arse in gear and do a 100-mile race at some point. Helbing from Switzerland, still on the Sky Roads, with 300 metres to go. Gillen from Canada, 79th position. Chris Barber in 80th. Kinsey from the UK in 81st. No heart rate or cadence for Kinsey though. Marinzel, heart rate of 166, doing well from Canada. Backlund in 83rd, 84th, 83rd position from Norway. Just overtaken Marinzel. Whitaker from the UK and Fernandez from Mexico. Fernandez from Mexico in 85th. Thierry Macklin, 84th. Just overtaken Fernandez there. Heart rate of 170, running at 17 kilometers per hour, so Thierry is stretching it out. Marcus Holmes says, what will your total mileage for the year end up being? It is 5,145 kilometers, which is 3,200 miles, just under 3,198 miles for the year for me at the end of this run. So thanks for asking that, because I literally just worked it out before coming on to the show. Right, this is me. Yeah, I don't want to know yours, Marcus. You can tell me if you like, but it's just going to embarrass everybody. Right, okay, apparently John Hancock says lots of people going on different routes. I finished on the Sky Road. Yeah, I think most people look like they're finishing on the Sky Road, but although having said that, I'm not on the Sky Road. So I've only got 1.3k to go of the race. So yeah, I don't know. Jeff Heisler there. He is on the Sky Road. So yes, there are definitely people on different routes, aren't they? There's Jeff Partridge. Jeff is in 149th. Oh yeah, you've got to run another 50 miles today, Marcus. Like I need to do another 2 or 3 miles to get to 3,200. And Marcus is on 3,990 miles for the year. 3,950 miles for the year. So really, I mean, in all good conscience, he's got to do another 50 miles today before the end of the day to get up to 4,000 miles for the year. So yeah, he better start now and get a move on. That's 80 kilometres left for him to do. To be honest, I might let him off because I've only got to do 2 miles to get to 3,200, and I can't be bothered to do that, so I'm going to finish the year on 3,198 miles. That's after this run is finished. So I don't think I can be bothered to add another 2 miles on tonight. So there's Jeff Partridge in 151st position. Let's just go back forward again a little bit. Jalili from the USA, 7.3 kilometres in, 700 metres to go. There's Sarah Jacobson. She is 136th position. She's got 500 metres, just over 500 metres to go. And she's not on the Sky Road, so she is on the park route, the road around the park. So yeah, lots of people have gone different ways in the race. So we might point that out, John, to HQ today. Tina Beard says she's done 1,270 miles this year, 400 more than she usually does. Nice one. Right, Jeff Partridge, who is saying I should do a 200-mile race, has now suggested the Thames Ring, which, if I'm not mistaken, is 250 miles. Jeff, you're asking me to do an extra 50 on top of the 200 that you want me to do. I can't help feeling I'm being levered into something here. I've got lots of things to do next year. I'm not sure I can fit in the Thames Ring, but do you know what? It is up there of something I would like to do. Right, Bowen is about to finish, as is Rogers from Scotland. So yeah, you can see here, Bowen. Where's Bowen? Bowen is here. Oh, I keep pressing on him. There's Bowen on the Sky Road in 125th. And Rogers in 126, 2 seconds behind him, is on the Park Road. So there we are. There's SS. Oh, hang on a minute. We need to go back to me again. There's DeSanto. DeSanto is in 155th position. M. King from the UK, 149th place. Marioni. She is from Italy. Heart rate of 170 beats per minute in 148th position at the moment. Palello from Italy also, 147. Marcus Holmes says something's definitely funky going on. I finished on the Sky Road. Yeah, so various people pointing out that there are lots of people finishing in different places on the run. But that's okay. We'll live with it. So I'm just randomly dropping a ton of ride-ons here. DeVost from Canada. Karen from Canada. DeVito Sutton from the USA, wearing her hat, her party hat. And Xander from Germany. Brian Dell. Well done, Brian. Oh, that's not Brian Dell. Where's Brian Dell gone? There he is. He's on the Sky Road as well. 165th. Atkinson. Well done to Atkinson. 167th position. Price from Canada. 171st place. Heart rate of 162. Ensign from Canada. Heart rate of 139, so she's taking it very easy as well. Jeff Partridge says he wouldn't have survived 2020 without Zwift. No, I think same for me as well, to be honest. So thanks especially to me. Oh, thank you very much, Jeff, for keeping us entertained. Anthony says, are Park Road runners getting a finish line? Well, let me have a look at me. Let's go back to me, because I'm about to finish. I think so. Yes, I can see my finish line up ahead. So my finish line is 300 metres away, but you can just see it around the corner there. So we are getting a finish line. Remember, the Zwift game, when you download it onto your computer, actually, it is running locally. So it kind of, you know, there isn't kind of a central place where the route is that has a finish line that's the same for everyone. You have your own dedicated finish line. You have to kind of think of Zwift as well as being in the cloud, it's also running locally on your computer. So that finish line is being generated by my computer here in England, in Worthing. It's not being generated by Zwift in the cloud, in their servers in the USA. And my finish line is my own personal finish line. It's not related to anyone else's. It just, obviously, we're all going to finish at 8 kilometres, but yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling on now. Gary Smith says, more of this in 2021. Yes. Right, I'm going to go to 10k. So I've got 2k to go. So when we get across this finish line, I need to get out, back. There we are. We'll click OK quickly. Stay here and off we go. So we've done 8k. 8.2k according to that. So we're just going to carry on now. Well done to everybody that took part in that ZRS Resolution Run. Loads of people running today. So let's hope it continues for the rest of the Resolution Runs. And then don't forget, we have the Tour de Zwift starting next month. And if you're a new runner, some of us more experienced Zwifters will be leading some beginners runs for Tour de Zwift. So if you're a brand new Zwift runner, then do come and join us for the beginners runs. It's a kind of getting to know Zwift session where we take you round some of the routes and get you familiarised with what to expect from the Tour de Zwift. Also, don't forget, tomorrow, starting around about midday, we're not quite sure what time, but the British comedian Eddie Izzard will be starting a series of 31 marathons on Zwift, live, broadcast and streamed by him on his Facebook feed and probably on YouTube, I would imagine. One marathon every day throughout January. One marathon every day throughout January. Eddie Izzard, he's known for these kind of crazy stunts. He did about 40 marathons in about 45 days a few years ago around the UK. And then he went to South Africa a few years ago as well and did, 20 odd marathons or something in South Africa in 20 days. And so he's now on Zwift from tomorrow doing 31 marathons on a treadmill in 31 days, starting about noon every day UK time. So if you want to go and run a bit with Eddie Izzard, make sure you friend him on the Zwift companion app. Just search for Eddie Izzard. You'll find his name listed in where you go to the tab that says Find Zwifters. Type in Eddie Izzard, make him a friend, and then you will get a notification when he starts running, and you can go and join him for a few miles of his 31 marathons. Jeff says it's beer o'clock. Take care, buddy. Have a good one, and happy 2021 to you. So we're at 8.5 kilometres, we've got 1.5 kilometres to go. Realised I've kept my sweater on the entire run. So 52 minutes, so the aim is here to run 10 kilometres in 1 hour. So we've got 8 minutes left, and we should hit 9 kilometres in 54 minutes if we've worked the times correctly. We might be a little bit ahead, so I might have to slow down for the final kilometre. But it doesn't look like it actually, looks like we're about right.
Right on.
So we're probably about 2 seconds ahead. So that's okay. So any final questions you've got, pop them in the chat there, and I'll answer them before we go, and then I will see you again in 2021. And we are going to do a run on Zwift tomorrow. We're going to do the mile challenge wearing jeans. Unless my daughter decides she wants to do it. She expressed a vague interest in it this morning, so maybe my daughter will do it on my behalf. A 1 mile run, and it is a meetup, so you need to request it from Ryan Downey to come and join the meetup. That's 9 kilometres done now. Once again, you'll see my heart rate is now settling down as I'm not talking quite so much, and often find again, like I said the other day, that as you go through these runs, if you're doing a steady effort, your heart rate generally settles down after a few kilometres, and you're into a rhythm. Debbie Colville says, thanks Stephen, I'm done, time for a shower and wine. Hope you and Victoria and the family have a fab new year. Thank you Debbie and Paul, thanks a lot, and same to you guys, all the best, have a good night tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow, no doubt. Did you win, Debbie? That's the question. Did you manage to catch up? So 4 minutes left. Just under 4 minutes left, and we've done 9.3 kilometres. We're going to finish 10 kilometres in 1 hour. Tina Beer says, wishing you and the family a very happy new year. Thanks for all the runs and streams, they've been so much fun, looking forward to next year. More of the same next year, everyone. Hopefully we've got a nice new influx of people who are going to stay with us through the winter, and we're going to have some good numbers in the runs, and Zwift running will go from strength to strength, even though we haven't got any real races to do at the moment. Fingers crossed for next year and the vaccine, and we'll be able to get out running races by Easter time or early summer. Clive Finnemore wishing us all a happy new year. Happy new year to the Zwift family. Thank you very much, Clive. Take care, buddy. Thanks for joining me, Clive, on all the Film My Run 500s as well. And the video 5Ks, of course. Hang on a minute. Tomorrow night is the video 5K, isn't it? What day is it today? Hang on a minute. What day are we on? I've totally lost track of the days. Yeah, it's Thursday today, so tomorrow we are doing the video 5K. So if you want to sign up for that, I hope it doesn't clash with the 1 mile meetup, with the jeans on meetup. I'll have to check all this, but hopefully tomorrow we are doing the video 5K. Clive Finnemore is going to run at 12:01 a.m. on Zwift, 5k around the track for his first run of 2021. 12:01 a.m. Nice one. Marcus Holmes says, Stephen, was the 100 miler your most memorable Zwift run of 2:20? I think so. Yes, I think so. I was also very pleased with my my marathon 2 weeks ago as well. I ran quite a fast marathon 2 weeks ago. I'm not going to talk about it though, because I don't like to blow my own trumpet or anything. I don't like to go on about it. But yeah, I think the 100 miler on Zwift in May 2020 was probably my most memorable Zwift moment of the year, closely followed by the sub 3 marathon on the treadmill 2 weeks ago. Atendra says, do you have a smart treadmill? Yes, I do. I don't need a foot pod to connect to Zwift. This treadmill connects directly to Zwift. Yes. So I'm very lucky in that regard. It's very easy to run on Zwift when you have a smart treadmill. Right, 10 seconds to go, and then we will stop the watches and stop the treadmill, and we will have done 10k on Zwift. There we go. Right, that is 10k done, and that is all my running for 2020 done. I am not doing any more running this year. We will be out in the morning on the hills. Me and Victoria were running 20k in the morning. Tina, you heard nothing. Understand? You heard nothing, not a word to Paul Deering. You understand that? Yeah? Okay, because I know where you live. Yeah. Okay. No, Hitendra. No treadmill officially can be adjusted by Zwift. So you do every treadmill, whether it's a smart treadmill or a dumb treadmill, you have to manually change the incline. So if you're doing a hill session or if you're following the course profile of Zwift, you have to manually change it. Now, there is a hack for some treadmills. Pascal Carrière has written a program called RunCline, and some treadmills are able to be automatically controlled because Zwift does send incline control to bike trainers, and he has hacked that. For some treadmills, he can use the incline control that is sent to the bike trainers to use automatic incline for some treadmills, but it's not an official feature at all. Zwift does not yet support automatic incline for any treadmills. Clive Finnemore says he's going to be awake at midnight, so he may as well jump on the treadmill at midnight and do his first run of 2021 at 1 minute past midnight. That's fair enough. I get that. But I'm not going to. I won't be. So that's it. Yeah, that is our running done. I've done. Hang on. Let's see what I've done on Zwift. This is not including today's run. Oh no, that's the wrong button. Sorry. Hang on. Right. So Salim, yes, enjoyed that. Thank you, buddy. Right. According to Zwift, I have done 5,550 kilometres in my entire lifetime on Zwift. That's 4 years worth of running on Zwift. 5,550 kilometres, not including today, so that's 5,560 kilometres, including that run we've just done. This year, I have done 5,198 kilometres on Zwift, something like that, or no, 5,100 and no. Oh, I can't remember. Why don't I just look on Strava? Hang on, I'll tell you. It's on Strava. So this is not including today's run. This year, I have done, year to date, 5,135 So plus 10, 5,145 kilometres. And that equates to 3,198, I think, miles. So by all accounts, I should really do an extra 2 miles just to get us up to 3,200 miles for the year. But I'm not going to do that because I haven't got that much OCD. So I'm done. Right, I'm off. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow evening for the video 5K. If you haven't signed up already, go to the Zwift companion app and sign up for the Film My Run video 5K. And then we also have the 1 mile jeans run with Ryan Downey tomorrow evening as well. I hope the two don't clash. I haven't checked. Fingers crossed the two runs don't clash. I can look that up as well, actually. Messages, activities, events tomorrow. So we know that the video 5K is tomorrow at 8:05 UK time. Then we also have a meetup, which is tomorrow at 7. Yes, so we're 7 p.m. So we're all good. The 1 mile run is at 7 p.m. tomorrow, and then we have the video 5K at 8:05. Right, take care, everybody. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for your chat on Facebook, YouTube and Twitch. Well done to everybody who took part in the ZRS Resolution Run. See you tomorrow. Happy New Year. Well done, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.